Alright, Exiles. Unfortunately, we have some pretty bad news to talk about today. I think everyone who's within the Path of Exile community should know this by now, but if you're not aware, Path of Exile 2 early access that was scheduled for November the 15th has unfortunately been delayed by an additional 3 weeks. I'm going to play the clip where they address this. It's just a 2-minute clip. But yeah, unfortunately, it's going to be delayed. It seems to stem from the fact that there's going to be a lot of server-side issues where transferring over a lot of data from previous Path of Exile, which is a well over a decade-old game, to the new system. And with the fact that all their items, Steam accounts, console, and all these different variables, it seems to be a little bit difficult for them, and they need to, do it right. I'm going to play the clip from Jonathan himself. And yeah, check it out.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Rogers, Game Director on Path of Exile 2. Unfortunately, I have some really bad news. We have to delay early access for 3 weeks. The new date is the 6th of December. I'm really sorry about this one. People plan time off and things like that around our launches, but we just have to do it. So what happened? Well, it turns out it isn't really the game itself that we're behind on. It's a bunch of server-side infrastructure work that has taken us a lot longer than we expected. Now, one of the key promises we made is that all your microtransactions will work across both PoE 1 and 2. In order to do that, we have to integrate the account systems for not only PoE 1 and 2, but also for the console realms as well. This meant changing a lot of things. Not only do we have to create a bunch of new systems, we have to make sure that all the old data is backwards compatible with them as well. And when you start migrating databases that are this old and with this much data, you find all sorts of strange demons in there. How do multiple accounts get the same name? How do multiple accounts get the same email address? How do multiple accounts have the same Steam IDs? Why is this person's account name just random gibberish that doesn't even decode? We have to get everything perfect so that nobody loses anything they paid for and nobody has their account broken. At the same time, because we're changing all this backend code, we have to do a lot of load testing to make sure the whole thing doesn't fall over when they get the huge number of players that we're expecting at launch. I actually believe that we could possibly have made the original launch date, but I'm no longer confident we could do it without making mistakes. And these are the kind of mistakes that we just can't let happen. So with that in mind, we've decided to delay. Now this one's totally on me. I just didn't leave enough time to make sure we could get it done, and I'm really sorry. This one really hurts. Now we're going to be having a live stream talking about all the content you can expect in PoE 2's early access in about 4 weeks. You can think of it like the biggest league announcement we've ever done. I'm really looking forward to telling you guys about the endgame content that the team have been working hard on. Until then, thank you very much for your support.
So yeah, as you can see there, it does look like we are not going to be able to jump into Path of Exile on the 15th. I'm going to still continue to do the giveaways that we have on the channel, but we're just gonna have to, delay those, unfortunately, and we're just gonna have to delay in general. Now, obviously, a lot of us are very disappointed. I personally don't really have anything to play right now because there's not really a lot of games. Path of Exile 1, of course, is still active. Season is still actively going, and I'm still leveling and playing, but as of right now, there's not really much to play, so this is a little bit disappointing. The team did say that, they want to get this right, and obviously, ultimately, that is by far the most important thing. We don't want a rushed product. We want to be able to jump in. It's going to be a hectic launch, just in general. There's going to be tons of people playing, a lot of creators playing, a lot of players playing, a lot of people taking time off to play, which, again, I didn't even mention that. A lot of you are going to have to reschedule your time off. But yeah, it does look like it's a little bit unfortunate this is happening. I guess the second question that comes to mind, at least for me, is how do this affect Path of Exile 1? Because obviously, the league has been going for a good while. We haven't had any announcement on the next league for PoE 1, and they're going to continue to do so. But with it being delayed another pretty much a month to December the 6th, I'm curious on how this is going to affect Path of Exile 1's next league, which is, always going to be an interesting thing because they're going to be doing both of those at the same time and going to continue to do. Ultimately, this is a very disappointing thing to hear, and I want to see the team, do the best. I want the game to do well. It's probably going to do well irregardless of this. Let me know down in the comments, guys, what you think about the situation. This isn't a very long video. And yeah, stay sane, Exiles. Later.